CMOs facing extinction? Many moons ago, hordes of marketers roamed the earth and they were rewarded for advertising acumen and brand bravado. Then the Internet-saurus Rex arrived. Suddenly, marketers faced several unprecedented threats. If you're a marketing executive, it's important for you to understand these trends to avoid extinction. First, budgets are growing but are misdirected. In fact, by 2017, the Gartner Group predicts that CMOs will spend more on IT than chief information officers. And yet, CMOs really don't understand how IT really works for the most part. Second, new social norms are creating overwhelm and paralysis. Social media creates a barrage of data, as you know, and it sure is hard to know which data to trust. The Atlantic magazine calls this the dark social phenomenon. These are data sharing methods that happen between people that even the most sophisticated analytics software is not tracking. Something as simple as LinkedIn sharing and Skype conversations are not traceable. Unfortunately, dark social drives important customer interactions and market conversations, and oftentimes CMOs are not part of those conversations. Third, the borderless web spawns a lot of confusion and trust issues. Today, anybody can call themselves a social media expert. I saw this trend happen in 2002 in the executive coaching business when many displaced executives suddenly became coaches, and all they really needed to qualify was to launch a website and print some business cards. Unfortunately, we see that with so-called social media experts. How do you know who to trust? Next, looking at automation, marketing operations. The whole process of marketing operations has reached a fever pitch. When I last checked, I counted over 100 web-based marketing analytics and performance tools. Just a few companies that you hear about are Marketo, Lithium, and Eloqua. And unfortunately, many of these providers are shaky startups. So which tools should you trust and bank your company on? Number 5, marketing owns a larger portion of the buying funnel. Many companies now expect marketing teams to drive more phases and manage more phases of the sales transaction. Sales no longer owns that exclusively. Companies like IBM, GE Solutions, and LinkedIn are starting to implement sales-driven marketing teams. 6, big data is the new moniker, and it's driving new decision-making approaches. The nascent state of the data analyst profession just shows us how quickly marketing has to adapt and restructure their teams. Recently, Harvard Business Review reported that big data-driven companies average a 6% increase in profits and a 5% increase in productivity. Because of this movement to big data, a whole new culture of decision-making is emerging. Where appropriate, it's replacing top-down, intuitive decision-making by the smartest, most seasoned person sitting at the table. Top-down planning is being trumped by a collaborative, more inclusive approach. Today's organizations need people who can step forward and teach their stakeholders the power of building a customer-centric culture. Who else can harness these trends as adroitly as marketing leaders? You have access to customers, the board, market data, and sales channels. Don't be a dinosaur, be a trendsetter.